Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 16 and 17 of season 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. The reason why I said it that way is because I'm almost in disbelief that I'm getting close to the end. Yeah. Makes me sad. I've been getting a couple questions of people wondering if I'm going to watch Legends of Korra. I am, or Legend of Korra? Legends of Korra? I'm not sure. I know nothing about Korra. I do know that I shouldn't have the expectation that Korra is going to be like Aang, or that show is even going to be like this one. And that's kind of good, because I want this one to be what it is and, you know, kind of capture different magic elsewhere. But I will be watching that with a little bit of a break in between, nothing too big, maybe a couple weeks, just to kind of reset my brain and grieve my loss of this wonderful, beautiful show. I know that I still have 6 episodes before I start watching these too, but this show is just so, even saying good isn't enough. Literally, it's like, I feel it's like so educational, in the sense of like, you could learn about great animation. You could learn about storytelling. You could learn about character development. You could learn about mental health issues. You could learn about child abuse and neglect and how that shapes somebody. Because you have Azula and Zuko, who had the same parents and are very, very different people. You know, sometimes when you are in a type of relationship where it's expected for you to be great, that's all you concentrate on. And I feel very bad for Azula and the fact that like that has been her goal her entire life, is to make her dad proud and to be powerful, because that's where she thinks that she's valued. And at the end of the last episode, we saw that like the only 2 friends that she really had chose Zuko. Technically May chose Zuko and Ty Lee chose May, but you know, I wouldn't choose Azula. You know, her friends are powerful and they are strong and they are good. I can't say necessarily that May is kind, but you know, Ty Lee seems like she's a good person. The fact that she was able to paralyze Azula to save May's life, I think is wonderful, and that's what a friend should do. Someone had reminded me of when May, when they were at the drill, and May was just like, you know, like, she can shoot me with all the lightning she wants, I'm not going in there. And she like even showed she wasn't afraid of Azula at that point. So it wasn't much of a surprise really that, you know, she chose Zuko, because she chose love over fear. And Uncle Iroh kind of had that saying like, you could choose love and happiness, or you could choose power. And Azula is choosing power and Zuko is choosing love and happiness. Now does that make Azula bad? Yeah, it does. Like, she's evil. She's a monster. She's a villain. She's also a victim of circumstance. And not to say that that excuses any of her actions. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. But when you have an understanding of it, you just kind of say like, yeah, you know, they're probably going to hold you in a cell for the rest of your life. And I feel bad for you because I know what you've been through, but also you're a monster. But I also like it because she's very confident, and you always see her, like, she gets even more quiet, not like quiet, but like there's like a more like slow cadence to her when she's getting like really like thoughtful of like what's happening. And she's always like really hyper focused, and she's always so good and precise. And the one thing that she messed up on was that she was going to have like this unblinding faith with Ty Lee and May because they were afraid of her. And where I think Ty Lee is still afraid of her, but she loved May more than she was afraid of Azula. This show is so brilliant. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a masterclass in every little iteration that you can pull from this. Family dynamics, friendship dynamics, generational dynamics. spirituality. Like there's so much that's there that it's just, and it's amazing that they can do it in animation, and while it's a children's show, it's not. And I feel like if you're 8 and you watch this, you're having fun the whole time. You don't get the depth necessarily. And then you're like, oh, my favorite show growing up was Avatar: The Last Airbender, and now I'm 12 and I'm going to watch it. And then you're like, huh, Aang is the same age as me. And then you start to kind of like realize that like you and your friends could go on this journey, and you know, you start kind of feeling empowered by that. And then when you get older and you're rewatching it, you see all of the parental and child dynamics and the friendships that, you know, have bound people together, and just like how you could find somebody else more of a parental figure like Iroh more so than your actual parent. And I just think like every other time that you rewatch it, you might feel something different, and it just adds onto it. And I think definitely doing reactions and being so fully immersed in every episode, like I feel all of that. And like definitely everyone's here because I feel everything with every presence of my being. But you know, I can appreciate all the nuance that's in the show. This is such an amazing show. This is probably the best thing I have ever watched. It's such a rarity to watch something that's so amazing. And for me to get emotional about it is just, this is really truly the greatest show I've ever watched in my entire life. I'm sad for it to end, but I just know they're going to stick the landing, so I'm not even worried about it. I did not foresee crying in my opening commentary complimenting this show, but here we are. This makeup has to last at least an hour. So we got even more building with relationships when it comes to Sokka and Zuko, and the fact that those two, like I knew that Sokka wasn't like overly emotional about things when it came to Zuko. Like he's able to kind of like separate that from like being able to utilize Zuko, and you know, like he has those moments with Zuko when they're like, you know, Zuko just is like kind of like saying like it wasn't a big deal that he left everything behind, and Sokka's like, yes, it is. That's hard. That's extremely hard. And Zuko's like, it wasn't that hard. And he's like, you didn't leave anybody behind? And I think that like Sokka has like such a great emotional placement in himself that it's not something that it rarely ever gets the better of him. Like, you know, him wanting to like really choke Azula about Suki, you know, you see moments where, you know, he's silly, he's goofy, or he kind of loses it for a second because he's like, his plan isn't working or whatever. And it's kind of always comic relief. But then you always see him kind of like calm, cool, collected, come back together and come up with a plan, or he has rational thought in those moments to where, you know, not that Katara wouldn't have rational thought, but she very much acts on her emotions first. I feel that. I feel that on a deep level. I wish I didn't feel my emotions first. I wish I didn't take certain things personal. I wish I could let things go and not just feel like anger or sadness or bitterness towards certain things. But, you know, like I feel like Sokka's really good at just kind of letting that like lay a little bit even so he can kind of see the whole situation for what it is. I love that about Sokka. I love that about him. He's like, the parts of him that I love the most are the parts that I wish I could be. And then the other parts that I love about him are the things that are exactly me, like the goofiness, the silliness, and you know, wanting to have a plan, and just I adore Sokka. I don't think that there's really one character on this show that I don't like besides what's his face, General Zhao. Yeah, I didn't even like Jet for a hot second there, and then I was like, oh my god, this kid is great, and then gone. You know, I mean, even like, not that I love Ozai, but I think as this looming big bad that we've heard about for, you know, 3 seasons, and then him almost killing his son, and for sure he wanted to, and seeing how powerful he is and how quickly like he just tapped into his power, you know, like he's terrifying. I just think like the characters on this show, like you could just appreciate them. Like I shouldn't like Azula at all. I shouldn't. She's the bad guy. But at the same time, I can appreciate where she's come from and the complexities and the depth to her character. The Beach, fantastic episode, and it helped me really appreciate Azula. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other character that I really don't like that much. What's the face stealing guy? Not a fan. I'm like trying to come up with it. Oh, Hama. And again, Hama's another character where you feel sympathy for because of what she went through and the complexities of her character. And like, yes, by the time we meet her, she's this evil person who wants to, you know, manipulate and control people, innocent people, by bending their blood. And like, that's where you're just like, well, like, I feel sympathy for her situation, but like, there's no excuse for her actions. No matter what she's been through, that's not okay. Doing it to the soldier that had imprisoned her, horrifying, but I was like, yeah, she got free. See you never. But it's the continued manipulation of people and all that like really, bleh. But again, I understand her. So I found it very interesting that we had a two-parter and there was zero Avatar in the meat of the sandwich. It was just on like the tippy top of the crusty buns. It's funny that I'm doing a sandwich this way. It's this way, but it's easier to explain this way. So like I'm fully expecting the next 6 episodes to not only have some action and some heart and a lot of gosh. I feel like I'm going to have some anxiety, and everybody keeps saying anxiety. Yes, anxiety, anger, anything that you can think of. I think I'm going to feel that on a very visceral level. I always start getting heart palpitations and stress in my chest, and I don't think that this will be any different. And I am so looking forward to seeing where these episodes are going. So, guys, with that being said, whew, let's get into it.
So let me tell you something right now. You make one step backward, one slip up, give me one reason to think you might hurt Aang, and you won't have to worry about your destiny anymore.
I believe her. That still gives me cold chills, and it's the second time I've heard it. That's what I'm saying. Katara is driven by those emotions. I love that. I love that. Except when it gets out of control, which is what happens with me sometimes. Hey! I forgot about Chit Sang. Song. Chit Song? Damn it. Aww. Life. Oh. Oh. Is it Azula? Probably. Gosh, we started this one out with a bang, literally. Stop destroying this place. Oh, look at all the appas in the background in that mural. Well, that's cool.
What are you doing?
Keeping rocks from crushing you.
Okay, I'm not crushed. You can get off me now.
He was just...
I'll take that as a thank you.
Yeah, he was just trying to help Katara. I get it, though.
Come on, we can get out through here. What are you doing?
I'll hold them off. I think this is a family visit.
Zuko!
Come on, we've got to get out of here.
I don't know why that made me nervous. Like, obviously, he could do something with it. Yeah, hey, girl.
What are you doing here?
You mean it's not obvious yet? I am about to celebrate becoming an only child!
Wow, okay. Whoa! She is so wicked good. Zuko, could you get inside, please? There's nothing you can do out here but die. Please stop. Can he fly with his feet? Is that possible?
I can't get him to go in there! Appa hates tunnels! And there's no way we can fly out of here. We'll have to find
Oh, Appa.
We need to split up. Take the tunnel and get to the stolen airship.
No!
What?
Fire Nation can't separate our family again!
It's not forever.
Yeah, Katara, you gotta let go. I know, honey. Oh, Masuki, you're coming with me.
I can clear that away and we can fly out through there.
Awesome.
There's an
awful lot of fire in that general direction.
We'll get through. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, actually, Aang could work on his firebending. Wow. Oh, I should have used him as a battering ram. Good. Hey. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. They wouldn't kill Zuko right after he had a redemption arc, right? I mean, oh god, will she shoot lightning at him and will he redirect it and, like, hurt her? Kill her? I don't think they'll kill her, but... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa! Oh, not used to your brother doing that, are ya? Grab hold of something. Appa!
She's not gonna make it.
She might yet. Yeah.
Of course she did.
That's a cool shot of Azula. She's just so powerful. Gosh.
Wow, camping. It really seems like old times again, doesn't it?
If you really wanted to feel like old times, I could
Chase you?
chase you around a while and try to capture you.
Oh, Katara, honey, I know.
To Zuko. Who knew after all those times he tried to snuff us out, today he'd be our hero?
Here, here!
I don't deserve this.
Yeah, no kidding.
What's with her?
I wish I knew.
History? Is she supposed to forget? Hey, Yue. I will always say hello to Yue.
This isn't fair. Everyone else seems to trust me now.
I was the first person to trust you, remember? Back in Ba Sing Se. And you turned around and betrayed all of us.
What can I do to make it up to you?
Maybe you could reconquer Ba Sing Se in the name of the Earth King. Or you could bring my mother back.
Yeah. It's kind of not fair, though, Katara. Oh!
Oops. Wrong tent.
Sorry. Do you need to talk to Sokka too?
Oh, sure, she needs to talk.
Not me.
He set up for a romantic...
Well, hello.
Oh my god!
Why would I be expecting anyone different?
Oh god!
Your sister. She hates me. And I don't know why. But I do care what she thinks of me.
Oh.
Katara doesn't hate anyone. Except maybe some people in the Fire Nation. No, I mean, not people who are good but used to be bad. I mean, bad people. Fire Nation people who are still bad. Who've never been good and probably won't be, ever.
Stop! I know this may seem out of nowhere, but I want you to tell me what happened to your mother.
Yeah, I'd like to know too.
Katara mentioned it before when we were in prison together in Ba Sing Se. And again just now when she was yelling at me. I think somehow she's connected her anger about that to her anger at me.
Oh.
It's not a day I like to remember.
It's important though, Sokka. Aww. Oh yeah, Ash.
I'm going to find Mom.
Many of the warriors had seen the black snow before, and they knew what it meant.
Sokka is so brave.
We were badly outnumbered, but somehow we managed to drive them off.
You get him.
As quickly as they came, they just left. I was so relieved when it was over, but I didn't know we'd lost our mother.
Can you remember any details about the soldiers who raided your village?
The main ship had flags with sea ravens on them.
The symbol of the Southern Raiders. Thanks, Sokka.
No problem. Thanks for stopping by.
Is there a possibility that their mother's alive? Or
Suki.
was there a body? I'm happy for them, but ugh, I'm uncomfortable.
You look terrible. What do you want?
I know who killed your mother. And I'm going to help you find him.
I want that for her, but I was hoping there'd be a trick, like their mother was still alive or something.
I need to borrow Appa.
Why? Is it your turn to take a little field trip with Zuko?
Yes, it is. We're going to find the man who took my mother from me.
I know who did it, and I know how to find him.
What exactly do you think this will accomplish?
Good questioning.
I knew you wouldn't understand.
I do understand. You're feeling unbelievable pain and rage.
He does understand that.
How do you think I felt about the Fire Nation when I found out what happened to my people?
This is about getting closure and justice.
I don't think so. I think it's about getting revenge.
Yep.
Fine. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what I need.
It's not gonna make you feel better.
You sound like Jet.
It's not the same.
Yep.
Jet attacked the innocent. This man, he's a monster.
Katara, she was my mother too. But I think Aang might be right.
Then you didn't love her the way I did.
Katara!
That is incredibly unfair.
Revenge is like a two-headed rat viper. While you watch your enemy go down, you're being poisoned yourself.
Yes.
That's cute. But this isn't Air Temple preschool. It's the real world.
Now that I know we could find him, I feel like I have no choice.
Katara, you do have a choice. Forgiveness.
That's the same as doing nothing.
No, it's not. It's easy to do nothing. But it's hard to forgive.
Very hard to forgive.
It's not just hard. It's impossible.
I don't know how to make her feel better about it either, though. I don't know the answer to that.
So you were just gonna take Appa anyway?
Yes.
It's okay, because I forgive you. That give you any ideas?
Don't try to stop us.
I wasn't planning to. This is a journey you need to take. You need to face this man. But when you do, please don't choose revenge. Let your anger out, and then let it go. Forgive him.
We'll be sure to do that, Guru Goody Goody.
Hey!
Thanks for understanding.
Zuko's still Zuko, no matter what.
You're pretty wise for a kid.
Thanks, Sokka.
Usually it's annoying, but right now I'm just impressed.
I appreciate that.
So, can I borrow Momo for a week?
Why do you need Momo?
I would like to know myself.
We need to find a Fire Navy communication tower. Every tower has to be up to date on where everyone is deployed.
So once we find a communication tower, we bust in and take the information we need.
Not exactly. We need to be stealthy and make sure no one spots us. Otherwise, they'll warn the Southern Raiders long before we reach them.
Interesting. Well, this is not a team up I thought I'd get in this episode at all. It needs to happen, though. These two needed to work together. I don't think she needs her revenge, necessarily. I don't think that's healthy.
Okay, Southern Raiders. Bam! On patrol near Whaletail Island.
Whaletail Island, here we come.
Oh, that's where they tried to make them go where they thought Appa was when we lost Appa for those couple weeks.
You should get some rest.
Yeah, girl, sleep.
We'll be there in a few hours. You'll need all your strength.
Oh, don't you worry about my strength. I have plenty. I'm not the helpless little girl I was when they came.
All she needs to do is hydrate, apparently.
I'm going to find Mom.
Did she try to help stop what happened to her mom?
Just let her go, and I'll give you the information you want.
Get out of here!
Mom, go find your dad, sweetie.
Oof.
I ran as fast as I could.
Dad! Please, I think Mom's in trouble! There's a man in our house!
But we were too late. When we got there, the man was gone. And so was she.
So she was missing.
Your mother was a brave woman.
I know.
So her mom could just be missing.
There! See those Sea Raven flags?
I'm getting anxiety.
It's the Southern Raiders.
Let's do this.
Oh my god. I feel very emotional right now, and I don't know if I should be over what I think could possibly happen.
You know,
Whoa. She can do that from underwater. That's insane. Her water arms are like really weird looking, but it's almost like she's got a muscle pump, but it's like water.
This is it, Katara. Are you ready to face him?
who are you?
You don't remember her? You will soon. Trust me. back to your last raid on the Southern Water Tribe.
I don't know what you're talking about. Please, I don't know.
Don't lie! You look her in the eye and you tell me you don't remember what you did.
It's not him.
Oh no.
He's not the man.
He's the leader of the Southern Raiders. He has to be the guy.
Maybe that other guy's dead.
If you're not the man we're looking for, who is?
You must be looking for Yan Ra. He retired 4 years ago.
There you go. Where's he at? Oh god. Oh, I can't believe she was bloodbending.
Yan Ra, you lazy piece of work. I need something.
Yes, Mother. What is it?
The tomato carrots from your garden are too hard for my gums. I need something soft and juicy. Get your grimy hiney to the market and buy me some real food.
I don't even know what to think of that. God. I didn't expect him to be, like, living in his mother's basement, but, like, essentially.
Hello? Is someone there?
That was him. That was the monster.
Yeah, but he has a really pathetic life now. Like, you're gonna see, like, he's not powerful. He's not living the life he wants to be living. Not that that excuses what he did to your mom, but...
Nobody sneaks up on me without getting burned.
We weren't behind the bush. And I wouldn't try firebending again.
Take whatever you want. I'll cooperate.
Do you know who I am?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you better remember me like your life depends on it.
Because it
Why don't you
does.
take a closer look?
Yes, I remember you now. You're the little water tribe girl.
Oh, wow. What a transition.
Who's the waterbender?
There are no waterbenders here. The Fire Nation took them all away a long time ago.
She was protecting
My
Katara.
source says there's one waterbender left in the Southern Water Tribe. We're not leaving until we find the waterbender.
It's
If I
me.
tell you, do you promise to leave the rest of the village alone? It's me. Take me as your prisoner.
I'm afraid I'm not taking prisoners today.
She lied to you. She was protecting the last waterbender.
Who?
Me!
I did a bad thing, and you deserve revenge.
I always wondered what kind of person could do such a thing. But now that I see you, I think I understand. You're pathetic and sad and empty. But as much as I hate you, I just can't do it.
And what happened to her mother? Because she was gone.
Zuko told me what you did. Or what you didn't do, I guess. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it. I wanted to take out all my anger at him, but I couldn't. I don't know if it's because I'm too weak to do it, or if it's because I'm strong enough not to.
You did the right thing. Forgiveness is the first step you have to take to begin healing.
Yup.
But I didn't forgive him. I'll never forgive him. But I am ready to forgive you.
Oh. Oh, wow. Hug. I didn't expect that.
You were right about what Katara needed. Violence wasn't the answer.
Yeah.
It never is.
Then I have a question for you. What are you gonna do when you face my father?
I have wondered that myself. So that's the thing about airbenders, is that they're essentially pacifists. Okay, next episode. Wow, look at Aang.
Doesn't it seem kind of weird that we're hiding from the Fire Lord in his own house?
A little bit.
I told you, my father hasn't come here since our family was actually happy. It's the last place anyone would think to look for us.
You guys are not gonna believe this. There's a play about us.
We were just in town and we found this poster.
Wow.
The Boy in the Iceberg is a new production from acclaimed playwright Puan Tim, who scoured the globe gathering information on the Avatar, from the icy South Pole to the heart of Ba Sing Se. His sources include singing nomads and a surprisingly knowledgeable merchant of town.
Brought to you by the critically acclaimed Ember Island Players.
Ugh. My mother used to take us to see them. They butchered Love Amongst the Dragons every year.
Sokka,
Okay.
do you really think it's a good idea for us to attend a play about ourselves?
Absolutely.
Come on, a day at the theater? This is the kind of wacky, time-wasting nonsense I've been missing.
This is interesting.
I wanted to sit there.
What's the big deal?
I wanted to...
Hold Katara's hand.
Okay.
We're sitting
Oh.
in the nosebleed section. My feet can't see a thing from up here.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll tell your feet what's happening.
That's a bummer.
Sokka, my only brother. Never do we find anything fulfilling.
All I want is a full feeling in my stomach. I'm starving.
Yeah.
Is food the only thing on your mind?
I'm trying to get it out of my mind and into my mouth. I'm starving.
My jokes are way funnier than this. I think he's got you pegged.
Every day the world awaits a beacon to guide us, yet none appears. Still, we cannot give up hope, and we must never relinquish it, even to our dying breath.
Oh, it's very dramatic.
Well, that's just silly. I don't sound like that.
Oh man, this writer's a genius.
It appears to be someone frozen in ice, perhaps for 100 years.
Perhaps.
But who? Who is the boy in the iceberg?
Waterbend! Hi-ya!
Waterbend hiya. Oh, it's a girl playing him.
Who are you, frozen boy?
I'm the Avatar, silly, here to spread joy and fun.
Wait, is that a woman playing me?
You cute. Appa! Oh my god.
My heart is so full of hope that it's making me tear-bend.
My stomach is so empty that it's making me tear bend. I need meat.
I need meat.
But wait, is that a platter of meaty dumplings?
Ooh, where?
Did I mention that I'm an incurable prankster?
I don't do that, and I'm not a woman.
Calm down.
Oh, they nailed you, Twinkle Toes.
Oh, here comes Zuko. Time for him to get mad about it.
Zuko, you must try this cake.
I don't have time to stuff my face. I must capture the Avatar to regain my honor.
Well, while you do that, maybe I'll capture another slice.
You sicken me.
They make me look totally stiff and humorless.
Actually, I think that actor's pretty spot on.
Absolutely.
How could you say that?
Let's forget about the Avatar and get massages.
How could you say that?
Is it Momo?
I think I found something. It's a flying rabbit monkey. I think I'll name him Momo. Hi, everybody. I love you.
Yes, Suki made it.
Dress make my butt look fat.
Riddles and challenges must you face if you are ever to leave.
I love this. I mean, it's like kind of like horrible and an exaggeration and goofy, but at the same time, I love it.
Why did you have to steal that waterbending scroll?
It just gave me so much hope.
It's such a great retelling.
The Avatar is mine!
I'm the Blue Spirit, the scourge of the Fire Nation, here to save the Avatar.
Oh look, Zuko's on the stage at the same time as Zuko.
My
Don't cry, baby.
Look at Jet's hair.
Jet will wipe out that nasty town for you.
Oh, Jet, you're so bad.
Look, it's the Great Divide.
Let's keep flying. Don't go, Yue. Wait, did you have pickled fish for dinner?
Goodbye, Sokka. I have important moon duties to take care of.
Moon duties.
And yes, I did have pickled fish.
You never told me you made out with the moon spirit.
Shh, I'm trying to watch.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The Avatar is back to save the day!
I'm surprised that this is taking place in the Fire Nation theater.
So far, this intermission is the best part of the play.
Apparently, the playwright thinks I'm an idiot who tells bad jokes about meat all the time.
Yeah, you tell bad jokes about plenty of other topics.
I know!
At least the Sokka actor kind of looks like you. That woman playing the Avatar doesn't resemble me at all.
You are more in touch with your feminine side than most guys. Relax, Aang. They're not accurate portrayals. It's not like I'm a preachy crybaby who can't resist giving over-emotional speeches about hope all the time. What?
Yeah, that's not you at all.
Listen, friends, it's obvious that the playwright did his research. What you're seeing up there on that stage is the truth.
Oh, Toph's gonna hate who's playing her.
Here we are in the Earth Kingdom.
This must be where I come in.
Maybe.
I flew all over town, but I couldn't find a single earthbending master!
You can't find an earthbending master in the sky. You have to look underground.
Who are you?
Wow.
My name's Tough, because it sounds like tough.
I sound like a guy.
You don't.
Well, Toph, what you hear up there is the truth. It hurts, doesn't it? Are you kidding me? I wouldn't have cast it any other way.
I love that!
It's not a fine, bald lady.
You're blind?
I see everything that you see, except I don't see like you do. I release a sonic wave from my mouth.
Oh. Toph is so excited.
There. I got a pretty good look at you. It's time we had a talk about your hair. It's gone too far.
Maybe it's best if we split up.
What is that scene?
If she continues drilling, this wall will come down for sure.
Haha, yes! Continue drilling.
This is an amazing production.
No, Jet! What did they do to you?
Must destroy!
Did Jet just die?
You know, it was really unclear.
This is phenomenal.
I find you attractive.
You don't have to make fun of me.
I've had eyes for you since the day you first captured me.
Wait! I thought you were the Avatar's girl.
The Avatar?
No.
I certainly don't think of him in a romantic way.
Come on, Aang. It's all been silly.
Oh, you're getting up? Can you get me some fire flakes? Oh, and fire gummies.
My empty belly. I'm starving.
Well, my brother, your nation or a life of treachery?
Choose treachery. It's more fun.
This is...
I hate you, Uncle. I hate you for all time.
You didn't really say that, did you?
I might as well have.
Oh, baby, you didn't. Yes. I love that May and Ty Lee made it. I should get little knives and put them in my little buns.
Avatar State! Yip yip! Not if my lightning can help it.
This is an amazing production. It's mildly accurate. A little hokey.
It seems like every time there's a big battle, you guys barely make it out alive. You guys lose a lot.
You're one to talk, Suki. Didn't Azula take you captive? That's right, she did.
Whoa, whoa. No smack talking.
Does anyone know where Aang is?
He left to get me fire gummies like 10 minutes ago. And I'm still waiting.
Because he didn't go to get you fire gummies. Poor Aang. Are they gonna have a moment?
Are you alright?
No, I hate this play.
I know it's upsetting, but it sounds like you're overreacting.
Overreacting? If I hadn't blocked my chakra, I'd probably be in the Avatar State right now.
Well, I guess it's kind of good that that chakra's blocked.
What are the chances you can get me backstage? I got some jokes I want to give to the actor me.
I'm an elite warrior who's trained for many years in the art of stealth. I think I could get you backstage.
Everyone's getting so upset about their characters. Even you seem more down than usual, and that's saying something.
You get a muscly version of yourself taking down 10 bad guys at once.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
That's what she does.
But for me, it takes all the mistakes I've made in my life and shoves them back in my face.
Yeah.
My uncle. He's always been on my side, even when things were bad.
I miss Uncle
He was there for me. He taught me so much, and how do I repay him? With a knife in his back. It's my greatest regret, and I may never get to redeem myself.
Oh, baby.
You have redeemed yourself to your uncle. I once had a long conversation with the guy, and all he would talk about was you.
Really?
Yeah, and it was kind of annoying.
Oh, sorry.
But it was also very sweet. All your uncle wanted was for you to find your own path and see the light. Now you're here with us. He'd be proud.
Ow! What was that for?
That's how I show affection.
Sure is.
Your Zuko costume's pretty good, but your scar's on the wrong side.
The scar's not on the wrong side!
Oh, I enjoy this one so much. Oh, my eyes are just moistened.
I'm a big Sokka fan, but I don't think you're representing him quite as well as you could be.
Oh no, another fan with ideas.
Here's something I think the real Sokka would say. What does the cabbage merchant use to fix his cabbages? A cabbage patch!
Hey, that's actually pretty good. Let me see those.
Also, don't be afraid to make up some phrases, especially before an attack. Something like, flying kick-a-bow!
Who are you, anyway?
I'm just a guy who likes comedy.
Wild.
Katara,
Hey,
did you really mean what you said in there?
What are you talking about?
On stage, when you said I was just like a brother
She
to
didn't
you,
say that.
and you didn't have feelings for me.
She didn't say
I
that.
didn't say that. An actor said that.
But it's true, isn't it? We kissed at the invasion, and I thought we were gonna be together, but we're not.
Aang, we're in the middle of a war.
Yeah.
And we have other things to worry about. This isn't the right time.
When is the right time?
I'm sorry, but right now I'm just a little confused. I just said I was confused.
Yeah.
I'm going inside.
Well, that's sad.
Oh, I'm such an idiot.
You're just a boy. They make mistakes.
Here's what you missed. We went to the Fire Nation, and you got better, and Katara was the painted lady, and I got a sword, and I think Combustion Man died. Oh, look, the invasion's about to start.
I'm glad we got the recap of the entire season before the finale. I just realized that that's exactly what this episode is doing.
Hey, Toph, would you say you and Aang have a rocky relationship?
Did you say
Oh, Sokka, I'm so happy for you.
We finally made it to the royal palace, but no one's home.
Actually, I'm home, and I want to join you.
I guess we have no choice. Come on.
That was easy.
The play's caught up to the present now.
The play's not over.
But it is over, unless this is the future.
No, it's what they think. It's how they think it's gonna go.
You find the Fire Lord. I'll hold her off.
You are no longer my brother. You are an enemy.
I am the rightful heir to the throne.
We'll see.
Interesting. I like how they're showing firebending and lightning bending. Wow.
So, you have mastered all 4 elements?
Yeah, you're going down.
It is you who are going down.
Okay.
The comet is already here, and I'm unstoppable!
Oh, Aang, it's gonna be okay. Toph can bend the comet, Katara can throw water at it, Sokka can get out of the way. Zuko can harness the power of the comet. I don't know. Wow.
It is over, Father.
We have done it. The dreams of my father have now been realized. The world is mine.
Wow.
That wasn't a good play.
I'll say.
No kidding. Horrible.
You said it.
But the effects were decent.
Thank you, Sokka, for finding something positive to say. All right, took me almost the entire last episode to realize that that was a recap. They were like literally saying like, all of this happened. Remember? Here's the end. So I think it was actually very delightful. I think, you know, obviously it's in the Fire Nation, so not nearly as bad as the Ned Stark play that was in Game of Thrones. Like that was very much awful, but like where they nailed certain characters, there was like, you know, they were kind of like kind of exaggerative with it and kind of overdoing it, and I thought Toph was going to be upset about her character and nailed it. But you know, having a funny episode and one that was very enjoyable leading into the finale, totally get. They're preparing you, and of course showing you Aang is going to be anxious about it, and not getting an answer from Katara is kind of expected. Like I don't think now is the time to proclaim your love and talk about like, why don't you want to be my girlfriend? Hold on, let's go to war. Like I don't think that's the best time for that. Not that that's what he was doing, but like definitely the play brought it to the forefront of his mind, and I don't think it was really something that was plaguing him at that point until it was in his face, and it was almost like, you know, too many people laughing at it. There was enough that was upsetting about the entire play between all of them, but you know, like that definitely was the one thing that hurt him the most. And then the thing that scares him the most is everyone cheering when the Fire Lord wins. That's scary. You know, they're rooting for the Fire Nation to win, and it seems everybody is awaiting Sozin's comet, and they know what a spectacular event that is for the Fire Nation and for Ozai. So let's backtrack to the episode previous with the Southern Raiders. Okay, the fact that Katara used bloodbending really upsets me. It's one of those things that just because you can, that doesn't mean you should. And especially when it wasn't even the person that she was really hoping to use it on. You know, it's upsetting. But that just shows like how angry she is. And I want to know where her mother is, because, you know, I was just like, oh my God, are they going to find her mother? Oh my God, is her mother going to appear? Oh my God, where's her mother? And it's just because like if there was a body there, that'd be different. But they were like, you know, like he was gone and so was my mom. So why does that equal death? I would think that equals kidnapped.
I'm afraid I'm not taking prisoners today.
I think that would equal, like, imprisonment or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem logical that you can confirm a death without a body. And, like, I get Katara's anger towards Zuko and the Fire Nation because of her mom. I'm happy that she forgave Zuko. And, I don't think that she could forgive somebody who took her mother from her, but... and I don't really think she needs to. I don't think she has to. But what she can't do is, it's like that thing where you hold a grudge. The other person isn't feeling your hatred. They're not feeling the poison from that grudge, but you are. A grudge is very internal, and it makes you angry, and it hurts you more than it hurts anything else. And that's kind of like not forgiving somebody and holding something against somebody for such a long time. There's plenty of people in my life that I never want to talk to again. I don't need to see. I don't need to friend you on Facebook or Instagram, and I don't need to get messages from you. I just would like to think that, you're living your life and it has nothing to do with me, and I'm okay with that. I think that that's like a really good way to forgive people that have hurt you. Not wishing them bad things, not wanting to hurt them, but like really just being like, done, it's over, let's just move on. There's no reason to continue a relationship or to be friends or to act friendly towards each other. Let's just go live our lives. We never have to talk to each other again. And I think, I don't know if it really did help her heal, but I think her knowing that that man is kind of living a sad, pathetic life, that there's a little bit of, I don't even want to say closure. I don't even think it's closure, but it just kind of makes it just like, oh, well, he's not still part of the Southern Raiders, and he's not, the captain of this ship, and he's not living the high life because of what he did to my mom. Like he's miserable, and he seems like he has a miserable existence. I'm happy she decided not to kill him. I think that one wouldn't have made her feel any better. If anything, it would have made her feel worse. I didn't necessarily think that they would show an on-screen death of a character from one of their beloved characters. But I definitely think that it's kind of like Breaking Bad, right? Not the show, but like when your character breaks bad. That like sometimes it's hard to come back from that, especially like if it had gone down differently and Katara had gotten her revenge, that she would have a really, really hard time reconciling that and living with that because she is Katara and she does feel things the way that she does. That it would just like ruminate and it would just kind of like all of a sudden come to a head, and she would lose it a little bit. And then it kind of makes her a little bit like Hama, like enacting your revenge on, I don't want to say anybody that's innocent, but definitely when you think that hurting somebody doesn't hurt you, it just hurts them, it's not the way. It's not the way. And I'm glad that she had decided to let him live and keep living his miserable existence and knowing that he should be grateful to be alive because she allowed it. It's kind of how I see that. Oh, man. I can't believe the next time I watch this will be the last time that I watch this. There'll be 2 reactions for those 4 episodes. We'll break it up in half. I'll be watching it all in one sitting, and I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared to let go. And I know I don't really have to. I can come back and rewatch it. I know there's comic books and there's other iterations of things that I can watch. And with a new live action show on Netflix, they released some of the character photos for the Fire Nation. It was really, I was kind of like, why are they showing us Ozai? We didn't get to see Ozai until book 3. So I'm like really wondering how far the show is going to lean into this show. Like, is the first season going to be book 1? Or is it going to be half of book 1? Or is it going to be all 3 books? Because I don't think that that's the way to go. I mean, they just did a whole telling of the entire show in a half hour, so it's possible. But it wasn't great. It got to the gist of it, but it didn't capture the essence and the heart of it. And I'm really excited to see Daniel Day Kim as Ozai, because I have had a crush on him since Lost. So, and then of course Carson Teva from Star Wars, playing Uncle Iroh. Woo! And the kids are kids. And here's the thing. I've heard some people say that Azula doesn't look like Azula. They're kids. They're kids. This is a cartoon kid. This is a real life kid. There are some stark differences in facial features in children. So as long as they capture the character essence, as long as she speaks evil and has an evil twinkle in her eye, we're at least partially way there. Now, again, I haven't watched the movie, and I plan on watching that after I finish the series, which I think actually is going to ruin all the love that I have for the show. Not ruin the love I have for the show, but like it's probably going to like knock the wind out of my sails a little bit. And I don't know if I'm going to try to be very open-minded and point out good things that I see, but I have a feeling that it just, not only will it not live up to the expectation that y'all wanted when it came out, but because I had seen it and I completely forgot about it. Like, I don't remember one thing except for apparently the Twilight guy, what's his name? Jackson Rathbone plays Sokka. He's very decidedly white. That's just weird. That's just weird. And as somebody who is a quarter Asian, even I'm offended by that. Like, come on. So it'll be interesting to watch the movie, the live action show, but I'm definitely going to have a hard time letting go of this series. I'm already having a hard time letting go of this commentary because once I hit stop recording, I only have so much more left. Now, I'm really interested to see how this goes down. Obviously, we got Zuko and Azula facing off against each other at the beginning of the first episode, and I don't know if there's going to be a rematch when they see each other again. I think she was incredibly surprised by the power that her brother had in that punch, and I think that that's unfortunate because then it gives her kind of an insight that he's stronger and that she should prepare for that. I hate that. I think a prepared Azula is scary. Because when she's ready for you and she has a plan and she can enact it, yikes. Yikes. So I feel like Zuko and Azula have to have, a rehashing. It's really interesting that Zuko asked about Aang and like, if violence isn't the answer, then how does he, expect to defeat the Fire Lord? I feel like I don't think that there's a way to appeal to Ozai's heart. I feel like he's evil to his core, so I don't know, and I'm always like, Uncle Iroh's the answer, but, he might be for a portion of that. I'd love to see Uncle Iroh as the Fire Lord. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very much looking forward to see how they have this play out and try not to guess things. I love guessing things and I love trying to predict things and I love being right when it happens. It's a glorious feeling. You get such a high from it. But then there's also those times where like I say something and then I was like, oh, it didn't happen the way I thought it was going to. Whoopsie. That's on the internet for forever. What do you do? But I am definitely nervous, excited, happy, sad. I am a bunch of things and somebody who feels everything, everywhere, all at once. I'm more happy than anything. As I'm crying through my tears, I'm very excited and happy to watch it. Now, guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to these episodes, they will be available on my Patreon, and up to, I think, still 4 episodes. That's 2 reactions sooner. I don't know. The way that the episodes go now are just, it's math. You're going to be better at mathing it than I am. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Were you surprised about the bloodbending from Katara? Because I know I was. Do you think it's the best time for Aang to try to, like, lock down a relationship with Katara? I think there's better things to do. And, when you have less stress, maybe that's the time you'd be like, hey, can we talk about us? Yeah, I definitely, I hope that there's a resolution with all of that. It just doesn't end with like, a victory against the Fire Nation. And I don't know. I don't even know if it ends that way. Like it might be just everybody meeting to go to war and shaking hands and saying truce and, all's good. I have no idea. But yeah, I think that's the time to establish those types of relationships. The Sokka Suki thing in the tent, or the possibility of what could have happened in that tent. I had like a very older sister moment where I was like, ew, Stop it. Okay, guys. I will see you in the next 2 reactions. Like I said, 4 episodes, 2 reactions, and I have to buy more tissue because I'm sure I'm gonna need tissue. I'm sure I'm just gonna be a complete emotional wreck, and I hope that you guys enjoy that and that you're there to see it and you're sitting there right there with me crying along in the parts that I cry along and laughing hysterically when I laugh, because I've never felt more connected to a group of people in my entire life than the people that love this show. So I hope that I can have that same thing with Legend of Korra, and you guys come back for that, because I have had such a blast the past couple months. But in the meantime, guys, I'll see ya.